Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you, Noel, for being here with us today. I'm Denise Hernandez with Owners Advocate Network, and we're hosting this webinar today because I get asked a lot, not just from some of my real estate clients, but also some of my business owners that are interested in getting real estate for different reasons, for an office, or they want to become an investor in real estate properties. So I knew that Noel Booker, I've actually taken a class of his, a few different classes of his through the recommendation of the Small Business Administration. And so I thought he was the best person to bring to give everybody some general information and help introduce you to first steps into real estate investing and getting business credit. So I'll let Noel tell you a little bit more about him from here. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you very much, Denise, Ms. Hernandez, on the Owners Advocate Network. Right about now, you should see my screen, and I'm going to make it a full screen here. Okay, boom. Okay, so now you should see it better. Okay, great. So thank you everybody for tuning in. If you are looking at this on our YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe, comment, and like our videos, okay? Today we're gonna talk about 15 easy ways to get business credit loans and credit lines for real estate investing. Okay. My name is Noel Booker. I'm with Business Credit Builder.us LLC. And what we do at Business Credit Builder is we help entrepreneurs and business owners build their business credit and access funding, okay, to start, grow, and build your business. Okay, here goes my contact information. You see the website, businesscreditbuilder.us, telephone number, email, and there is 2 buttons at the bottom. The first green button is how you can get a free guide on how to build business credit. All right, and there's a whole bunch of bonuses in that. Once you get that free guide, there's a whole bunch of bonuses in that, right? So make sure you do that. There's also the blue button is how you can get your free business credit consultation, okay? So you go to these websites, businesscreditbuilder.us/consult or /free guide, okay? And see, the free business credit consultation is for when you want to talk to me about using our services. And we talk about where your business is, where you want to go, and we discuss a plan to get there, okay? All right, so let's get started, y'all. Real estate as an investment. It's nothing new. Real estate investment has been around for thousands of years. It predates stock markets and other methods of trading and valuing wealth. Land used to be the best sign of anyone's wealth. Why? Because land is permanent. I'm not telling you anything you don't know already. Okay, fast forward to today. While renting out real estate investments remains a popular way to profit from land and buildings, the real money and real numbers are in flipping, okay? Buying low, selling high in rapidly changing markets, and fixing up rehabs for profit is all the rage. According to the Real Wealth Network in 2016 was a banner year for flipping in the United States. 6.6% of all single-family condo and home sales were flips. So you know this is a popular means of generating wealth, creating capital gains. Okay? Funding all of that flipping. Now, how do you flip it? How do you fund flipping with business credit? Turning to business credit to get money to flip is is a smart business choice. And you might be tempted to try a traditional lender or credit provider, like a bank or a credit union. But don't bother. Don't bother. Credit unions and commercial lenders, like banks, will most likely not loan to you unless your credit is impeccable and you have been in business for a long time. Why? Because real estate and other financial industries are considered high risk. The Small Business Administration does not actually loan money. Instead, they set guidelines because the SBA guarantees these loans. Rates are more favorable and terms are more flexible. The SBA says real estate investing is too risky for them, okay? So for businesses in general, the SBA loans is the best way to get money for your business, right? Because they give you a lot of money, low interest, because it's guaranteed. Even if you don't pay the loan back, the lender is gonna get their money. So this is low risk to them. And they're gonna spread it out for a long period of time. So these are the best ways to get funding for your business, right? In general. Okay, delays can be costly. If you had to wait around until your bank or your credit union to feel comfortable enough to give you a loan or extend credit, you'd be waiting a long time and missing out on opportunities. Fortunately, you have options. Trying other options. Banks and credit unions got you down. They are not the only lenders out there. According to the Department of Revenue, 98.2% of all 2015 business loans and credit lines came from sources other than traditional banks and credit unions. Okay, so at the commercial bank, they're gonna offer you 90% of the time for your business an SBA loan, okay? Because it's a high risky situation for them. So they're gonna go with the low risk option for you, the SBA loan, because they know they're gonna get their money, right? So 98% of all funding for business does not even come from the commercial banks. It comes from alternative lenders, okay? And see, we don't know about alternative lenders because they don't have a whole bunch of money to put into advertising like these commercial banks, right? They only sell one or two products, okay? So you have to go find these alternative lenders, okay? And there's alternative lenders that, see, they specialize in one or two particular things, okay? So you have to find them. They're hard to find, all right? But that's where the lending is for businesses. It's not that there's not money out there for businesses. It's just hard to find them, okay? How we can help. Business credit building. We show you how to make your business credible in the eyes of the lender. Our high-tech software helps you build your business credit to access high-limit store credit, business loans, and credit lines. We work with all legitimate types of funding programs that are available today, offering funding through hundreds of investors and lenders through a multitude of different funding programs. Okay, we're gonna run through 15 ways to get business credit, loans, and credit lines for real estate investing. Okay, unsecured credit, okay? Access up to $150,000 in unsecured credit with 0% interest rates that you can secure even as a startup, okay? Unsecured credit. Unsecured credit is offered without the need of collateral or a show of assets for approval. Instead, the loan credit is based on the lender's promise to pay. You need a 680 credit score or a guarantor that does. Okay, so you, the business owner, don't have to have the credit. You can have a guarantor that has good credit. Okay. You can schedule a business credit consultation to find out how we work that out, right? This program is perfect for high-risk industries such as real estate investing. It's perfect for startups too, okay? You can get credit lines to take cash out. These accounts report to the business credit reporting agencies, thereby helping build your business credit. Even as a startup, you can be approved. You don't need collateral or to show a cash flow. You just need a good credit score of 680 or a guarantor. Funding is within 2 to 3 weeks. Most of the time I see them get approved in 3 weeks. Okay? So this one is not for everybody, it's just for people that have good personal credit. And how this really works is this, right? So we look at your credit score. It needs to be 680 or above. We look at the highest revolving limit on your credit, right? And we match that high limit. Let's say you got a Home Depot card and it got $30,000 available, is your credit limit, right? What we do is we match you up with 5 credit cards all at the same time, matching that 30. So you get 5 credit cards with $30,000 on them, up to $150,000, and you can use these as deposits on property. Okay? See, that's how you do that. You work these credit cards. You can take cash off of these credit cards. You can make purchases any place with these credit cards. And when you make payments on these credit cards, it reports to your business credit reporting agencies. So you get approved on your personal credit, but when you make payments, the payments are posted, the trade lines go to your business credit reporting agency. Okay, so that's crucial for this. And 0% interest for up to from 6 to 18 months. Okay, so that's a good one. All right, boom. Business revenue lending and cash advances. It's not a loan. These are business revenue lending is an advance based on the future sales and revenue of a business. We can get you funded in 72 hours. This one's easy, but it's not for every business, right? It's for businesses that are in existence. Cash flow financing. Cash flow financing is, hold on, let me tell you one more detail about this one, this revenue lending, right? So in general, right, you need $10,000 in deposits each month. They're gonna ask for 3 to 6 months bank statements showing that, right? And that's all you need to get qualified. You don't even need credit. You don't need no personal credit. You don't need no business credit, all right? All right. Cash flow financing. Cash flow finance is one of the most popular types of revenue today, fast and easy. All that's needed is 6 months bank statements review. All right, so you got the revenue and you got the cash flow financing. Basically about the same thing, right? So that's one thing about our finance team is that we are in a position to know we already have existing relationship with all of these type of lenders, and we know what their requirements are. We figure out which one is best for your particular situation. Everybody's situation is different. And lenders look at and give you an interest rate, which you already know, based on what they anticipate your risk is, okay? You can typically get approved for 10 to 12% of your annual revenue. 600,000 K in revenue means that you get a $60,000 loan, all right? 400,000 in annual revenue means you could get a $40,000 loan. No collateral is required. Creditors will usually lend to as low as a 500 FICO score, and some lenders don't even have credit requirements at all. Okay? Once you have paid back half of your loan, you will be offered another loan. Terms will be longer and rates will get lower. Expensive, but it can be as low as 8% in terms as long as 3 years. 70% of revenue of funded customers come back and get more money, right? So this is for businesses already in existence. They come into situations and they need money right away, okay? Merchant and cash advances, similar to credit flow, similar to cash flow financing, but only credit card deposits are counted, okay? Qualifications tend to be easier. You only need $5,000 in deposits monthly to qualify and only 6 months in business, okay? So merchant cash advances, meaning if your business accepts credit cards as a form of payment and you get $5,000 in revenue each month, then you're gonna qualify for this. Easy, you don't need credit, okay? Securities-based line of credit. Well, if you have stocks, bonds, or even 401ks, okay? You can use these as collateral to get business credit. Rates are usually less than 5%. So this is low risk to them, right? Okay, no cash flow or consumer credit scores are required, okay? So let me give you an example. Let's say you got a 401k. Your 401k stays intact just as it is, right? You can get a loan on whatever you can take out of your 401k, you can get a loan on that at low interest. And you know what this is, right? You're working at your job, you're putting money into your 401k from the money that you worked for, and then they go take that money and give it to other businesses so they can make money off of your money, okay? So it's just a good option, all right? Start your business or build your business with the money you already earned. Okay, you don't need bank statements for these security-based line of credits. You don't need bank statements or tax returns for approval. You will still earn interest on the stocks and bonds you have, including the 401k, and you can use any stocks you currently own as leverage to get business financing, okay? Borrow up to 90% of the value of your stocks. You will continue to earn interest on any stocks pledged as collateral. Funding takes about 3 weeks. Oh, here goes the 401k. 401k, using your existing 401k or IRA as collateral for business financing, IRS proven strategies with no tax penalties. You still earn interest and pay low rates as low as 5%, fund in less than 3 weeks, get up to 100% of what you can roll over in your 401k. The idea is that you are investing in your own 401k. The idea is that you are investing your own 401k in your own business. Okay, accounts receivable. Accounts receivable financing is also known as factoring. It is ideal for any business which receive orders and is not paid weeks or months later. With accounts receivable financing, you can get up to 80% of your receivables advanced to you within 24 hours. Use your outstanding accounts receivable for financing. Get as much as 80% of your receivable advanced to you in less than 24 hours. The remainder of the accounts receivable will be released once the invoice is paid in full. That's how that works, right? So you get 80% of the money in 24 hours, all right? Closing takes about 2 weeks, and the factor rates are as low as 1.33%. So that's real low. Your receivables should be with a government agency or credible business. Okay, the 20% balance will be forwarded to you once the invoice is paid in full. There are no consumer credit requirements, and there are no cash flow requirements for approval. Rates are as low as 1.33%. 33, like we said before, and you should be in business for 1 year. Okay, here we go. Here goes our financer, our house flipper financing. Get 100% financing. You may need to purchase and rehabilitate residential properties. You can usually get a 6-month term and an extension when needed. Rates are about 8% or higher. Okay, so I like this program right here. This is one of the programs that sticks out for me. Okay, but you have to prove that you can actually flip a house. Okay, which means you have to show them that you flipped the house within a year or something like that. Okay. You will need a 660 FICO score for approval. Lenders will want to have flipping experience. You will need cash on hand to put in an escrow. All right, you know, that's standard stuff. The property is used as collateral. Funds in the reseller program are available for residential purchase and renovation products. Most traditional banks and credit unions will not approve. Authorized funds are held in escrow and released in drawers as the contractors complete renovations. Y'all know that's standard stuff right there. So that's how it works. They finance you, and then they're gonna release the money in drawers as you need it to rehab and build up, get your property ready to flip. You see? Now, build business credit, all right? You don't have good enough FICO score to qualify for some of these programs, then it's time to build business credit. So I like to always remind people that there are 3 C's of funding. There's credit, cash flow, and collateral, all right? The 3 C's of funding. If you have all 3 of these, then you can possibly qualify for an SBA loan, okay? If you have 2 of these, then that means you can qualify for something like a term loan or an equipment loan or something like that. If you have 1 of them, then you qualify for, depending on the 1 of the 3 C's that you have, then there is money that you do qualify for, okay? And if you have none of these 3 C's, then that's when you start building business credit, okay? And as you build business credit, then you become, you have access to more and more funding as you build business credit, okay? So with business credit, we're gonna start you by building vendor credit, okay? These are net 30 accounts. One easy method of getting started building credit is what's called vendor or trade credit. You can get coffee from the same supplier. Why not ask for trade credit on future purchases? Not every vendor reports trade credit to the trade bureaus. So in our program, we help you build business credit, and we show you the vendors. We give you the underwriting guidelines, which means when you go to a vendor and ask them, you know, well, you want them to give you some credit, right? Well, first you got to figure out, do y'all offer net 30 accounts? And then if you ask them, well, what do I need to qualify? What they're going to say is, fill out this application and we'll see if you get qualified, all right? We're gonna find out, all right? But when you build business credit with us, we already tell you the underwriting guidelines before you apply. That means you're not wasting time. You already know if you're gonna qualify when you apply, okay? Okay, so vendor credit is often very easy to get. It establishes a relationship with your company and the vendor. Get your first 5 accounts through vendor credit and get the ball rolling, okay? So I do these building business credit webinars all the time. You can check out my YouTube channel for the details of all the steps involved to do this, right? But basically, when we're at this stage of building your vendor credit, you need to get 5 accounts, preferably 3 at Dun & Bradstreet, 1 at Equifax, and 1 at Experian. Okay, preferably. And go check out those webinars, and I'll tell you why I prefer that scenario, 3, 1, and 1. Right, but you need 5 on your credit reports before you can go to the next stage. And I just wanted to say to you also that building business credit is a step-by-step process. Each step is needed for the next step, so there's no skipping steps. All right. Trade references. According to Dun & Bradstreet, suppliers reporting their positive experience to the credit reporting bureaus are creating what is called trade references. We call them trade lines, all right? Trade references can give potential lenders a clearer perspective of your ability to pay back. This is important if beyond the numbers. It can make it clear if you engage in risky practices. So basically, this business credit thing it's about creating a record of positive experiences, a record of your business can make on-time payments. Okay, that's what they want to see. Just like your personal credit. Your personal credit is basically, are you paying your bills on time, right? Same thing with business credit. They want to see you making on-time payments. Can your business make on-time payments, right? And when you apply for credit under your business name, they're definitely looking at your business credit report. They do not have to ask you permission. They're definitely looking at your business credit report to see if the business can pay a bill on time. And if they're looking at a blank business credit report, your business you have not proven that your business can make a on-time payment. So then they're going to ask you for personal credit, right? So that's how you're going to try to get approved. So the idea with business credit is to show them that you can make an on-time payment with your business, and then they don't have to ask you for your personal credit. In a lot of cases, they don't ask you once they can see that your business can make a payment, but then a lot of them say you got good business credit, and then they still ask you for a little personal credit. So having personal credit opens your options and gives you more fundability, okay? And I go into more detail about all that stuff in my other webinars as well. Check the YouTube channel. Okay, store credit. When you were building personal credit, some of the first places you sent credit offers were probably businesses. The same can work for business credit. Do you have credit with home improvement stores like Lowe's and Home Depot? Use it to fix and flips, okay? So this is crucial for real estate, right? Because in business credit, there's no such thing as utilization. With personal credit, there's 5 factors that affect your personal credit. With business credit, there are 1 factor, how you pay your bill. That's the only factor in your business credit score, okay? And so what that means to a real estate flipper is that you got your Lowe's account, you got your Home Depot account. Now it means you can go get wood and whatever you need from those stores and max out the card, do what you need to do, flip the house, pay off the bill, and it does not impact your business credit score like it would your personal, okay? That's a crucial factor in funding your real estate transactions, okay? Okay, you have to use strategy to build business credit. Think about the things you already purchased for your household and your business. Consolidate purchases and buy from vendors that report to the business credit reporting agencies. Fleet credit. Okay, fleet credit. Fleet credit allows your business to maintain a fleet of vehicles. These are usually fuel cards that allow purchases for fuel, repairs, maintenance, and supplies. Okay? So a lot of you real estate people, you need fleets. You need a vehicle to get out there to these places. There's actually funding. We do this in fleet credit or in equipment loans, okay, to get vehicles. Okay, trade accounts. Keep going with trade accounts you normally do business with already. Office supplies, cleaning services, auto repair services, cell phone providers, okay? Qualify for cash credit. Okay, once you have 10 trade lines on your credit report, 10 trade lines on your credit report, now you qualify for business credit cards, okay? And so when you get those revolving accounts, right? Once you get those revolving accounts, then you need to have 10 trade lines. And when you get those revolving accounts, what you want to do is you use one of them more often than the other. Make on-time payments, and then you call the vendor and ask them to increase your availability, your trade line, right? Increase the limit, right? Because what happens is when you go to these major credit card companies and ask to get a credit card and they approve you, then they will match your highest revolving credit line, okay? So there's a reason to all the madness, right? There's a strategy to this, right? Okay, so you get 10 trade lines, you get one of the revolving accounts as high as limit as you can, and then you go get these business credit cards. When you get these business credit cards, you can use those as down payments for property as well, okay? So there's a strategy to the madness. Business credit cards are another funding option. Some are linked to your personal credit and business credit scores. Like personal credit cards, business credit cards must be paid off in a timely fashion. Utilization must be below 30%. That's the ones that are more personally, right? You can get high limit credit cards in your business name, which are linked to your business EIN with no consumer credit inquiry. No cash flow or collateral requirements. You can get immediate vendor credit approvals. You can get high limit store credit within 30 to 90 days. Get high limit cash and fleet credit within 120 to 180 days, and auto funding, okay? But there's a strategy to the madness, right? It sounds all simple, but there is a strategy, right? I don't want you to think that this is like one of them things we're just going to run and go get some money. There's a step-by-step process that you need to go through, right? And sometimes you have to be patient. Sometimes you have to sit and marinate. Sometimes there's time to take action. A business credit line differs from a business credit card because it is more like a debit card. You can take cash out. You can borrow up to a certain limit, and you only pay interest on the amount that you have borrowed. You can draw and repay funds so long you don't exceed your credit limit, right? That's on business credit lines, right? That's what everybody wants, business credit lines, right? That's the good deal because you only pay interest on what you use, right? Okay. A business line is for several purposes. Business loans are generally for a specific purpose. They look for good credit and financials that show a profit in some form or fashion. We have a new program that averages the average credit score of 650 to 660 and 10% escrow until the deal funds 50 days to 90-day program. It's a 90 to 10-day program, 90-10 program, right? You know about that, 90-10 program, all right? Crowdfunding, this is a general, right? This is a given. Sites for crowdfunding are Kickstarter, Indiegogo. This funding gathers money from a crowd and not just one big investor. If the crowd likes your idea, they may decide to donate money to your project. Generally, crowdfunding doesn't need to be paid back, okay? So let's say we got a real estate idea that the community would like to back, okay? Just something to think about, right? I know this is not one of those things that you normally go to for when you're thinking about real estate investing. But if it's a project that the community might be interested in, think about it. All right. Credit history and credit management. With all these types of credit and financing, remember, don't borrow more than you can pay back. Pay back as much as you can, as quickly as you can. Keep thinking of ways to improve and increase your available business credit. Request decreases. Ask if they pull credit. If so, don't do it. Use your inquiries wisely. Personal credit versus business credit and utilization. With business credit, you can max out the Lowe's card, max out the Home Depot card, and not affect your business scores. Okay, remember I talked about that, right? So that's a crucial thing to note about business credit. Here's a bonus, right? Always got a bonus going down, all right? All right, here goes a bonus. Did you know that the government hands out grants for real estate investors? A grant is not like a sponsorship. It's free money. Everybody likes free money, right? A lot of times when you get money, you got money costs, but grants are free money. You don't have to pay it back. So the government has a searchable database of available grants, okay? You wanna go to grants.gov, search under these keywords: housing, homeless, infrastructure, house rehabilitation, structure, unrelated results, okay? So that's a go-to. They're gonna have all the government grants right there with all the details of what you need, all right? So I'm giving you some bonuses here. Grants usually close quickly. Many are only available for a few months. You can apply for more than one grant at a time. Fill out applications completely and as accurately as you can. HUD grants, all right? HUD grants. Search the HUD grants here at portal.hud.gov, okay? Notices of funding availability include the contact where you send your application. If you apply for more than one HUD grant, it must be a separate NOFA, okay? Okay. State and local grants. Your state and local government might provide grants for housing. Offer a partnership in your state, city, or town. Ask for local government support for your project. Most municipalities want neighborhoods to be rehabbed, so property values will rise. So in this case, you have to contact your state, city, and townships for this type of information regarding their localities, right? To see what they do have out there, okay? A grant requires a grant proposal. They are like business plans. A local address is usually a business when applying for a grant. Write a clear and concise cover letter. Check delivery requirements, mail or in person, and follow them to the letter. So this is stuff that you got to read the fine print and follow it very closely, right? Here's a quick summary. Unsecured credit, that's for when you have good personal credit and you need money real fast, right? Revenue lending, cash flow funding, that's when you have cash flowing through your business, right? Merchant advances, that's when you accept credit cards, right, at your business and make at least $5,000 every month. Securities-based financing, 401k financing, which all stay intact and do what they do, and you can get a business loan based on these investments that you have. Accounts receivable financing is also called factoring. There's the house flipper financing. Remember, I talked to you about that. Vendor credit, store credit, fleece credit, cash credit, the business credit cards, the business credit lines, and we talked about grants, okay? Make sure you get our free guide on how to build business credit. You schedule a consult in order to talk to me if you have questions on how to get access to these funding programs, okay? You can go to businesscreditbuilder.us and there is a button that says get funding now. And you can see how much you qualify for right now, okay? The ultimate solution, the easiest and the fastest way to get money and credit to build and grow your business. You may have already struggled to get the money credit you need to have yet to find a simple solution. Okay, why your finance suite is perfect for you. Okay, you get the business credit. You get business credit for your business, not linked to your social, through the top selling business credit system. You get access to funding for your business to start, build, and grow. Our cutting edge technology helps you meet credibility requirements before you apply, saving you time, and time equals money. You get access to discounted business credit reports. I didn't tell you about that, but these credit reporting agencies charge you about $100 a month for business credit reports. We have a situation with NAV based on our volume discounts that give you business credit reports for $25 per month, and you get all three business credit reporting agencies. Discounted Experian Smart Business Access, largest supplier of starter vendors to start your business credit. You get a massive selection of revolving store credit with underwriting guidelines, hard to find cash credit sources you can get within 120 days. No personal credit check or guarantee is required. You get access to the cash flow financing, collateral-based financing, unsecured financing, private money, alternative SBA ventures. There's equipment loans. There's even loans just to do vehicle wrapping, okay? You get access to your own control panel, right? Remember I told you that? You also get your own business advisor who offers concierge service for 12 months to help you build your business credit. And you have access to our finance officer. You get your own finance officer that helps you pick out what works for you. Ooh, excuse me. What's going on here? We got a boom, boom, bam. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so you get your business advisor and you get your finance officer. Here's a quick summary before we get out of here. You get your own business finance suite control panel, discounted business credit reports, free DUNS number, discounted Experian Smart Business, largest supplier of starter vendors, massive selection of revolving store credit, hard to find cash credit sources, access to cash flow collateral-based unsecured and private money sources. Getting started. Get started today as part of our seminar, and you get started with a huge discount on our premier enrollment plans. Okay, I offer two different programs, the core package and, oops, that's wrong, and the one-on-one. Okay, I have to adjust this particular slide. But the two packages are the core package, and the one-on-one, right? The one-on-one is what I call the business credit building program. The difference in the two is that the core package, you get your own control panel, and the one-on-one is a one-on-one for 1 year with me, okay? Where I help you build up your business credit. So the core package, get started today as part of the seminar, you get a huge discount, all right? So this normally retails for $4,400. My price is only $29.95, and anybody that comes in and says they're with this group, then I will give them a $500 discount, all right? Which means you can start with $1,500 down and make 6 easy payments, or I'm gonna save you a bunch of money by giving you a single payment of $22.50, okay? $22.50 single payment knocks it all out. That saves you $750 right there. Now we got the business credit building program, which is a personal one-on-one consulting for 1 year. This normally goes for $2,500. My price is $9.95. You can start today with a $400 deposit and make 3 easy payments of $195. Now, if you say that you're with this group, then we'll give you a single payment offer of $750, which will save you $250. Okay. Now, if all of that you can't afford, then you might be able to afford one of my ebooks. Okay. I got this vendors to build business credit that has the vendors in it already, right? That one's only $50. We got 2 other books here. NAB's business credit decoder is only $10. NAB's perfect credit, that's for personal credit. That's only $10. All right, just go to /ebooks. Okay, so schedule your free business credit consultation today to get started now. This takes time, so let's get started now. All right, all right. And I'm gonna give you the homeboy hookup. All right. Make sure you check out my blog. The blog has a bunch of free information, a whole bunch of information I cannot put in these webinars. Okay, so check it out and make sure you subscribe and like and do all that social media stuff, right? Okay. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Noel A. Booker. Google me. This is how we get down. All right. Thank you all for coming. Y'all have a good day. Thank you. Happy holidays. Yeah. See y'all later. Thank you.